The rain fell like cold needles on the surface of Outpost Station F9, a small alien settlement barely surviving at the edge of a broken mining world. Rusted metal roofs leaked. The wind howled between cracked walls. The entire settlement looked forgotten, just another colony the upper councils didn't care about. Inside a tiny, dim shelter lived Mira and her little daughter Lyra, both belonging to the gentle Varelli species, small, slender, glowing softly with pastel blue skin. Their species was peaceful, sensitive, and often exploited. Tonight, the room was cold, silent, empty. Lyra sat on the floor, staring at the dented metal bowl in front of her. Inside floated dull gray cubes of expired ration food. Smelling sour and bitter. Her stomach rumbled loudly. Mira closed her eyes in pain. "I'm sorry, little star." Lyra pushed the bowl away. "Mama, it hurts my tongue." Mira swallowed hard. "We don't have anything else." Outside, the guards of the mining corporation laughed loudly, their heavy boots echoing in the hallways. They had forced Mira and Lyra to survive on expired food rations for months. The corporation saved money, and nobody cared about Varelli lives. Mira held her daughter close, trembling with guilt. "I failed you," she thought. "You deserve real food. Real warmth." And then a sudden loud knock. Not like a guard's knock. Not angry. Not threatening. A normal knock. Mira froze, fear tightening her chest. She covered Lyra protectively. The door creaked open. A tall figure stood there, dripping rain, clothes dusty, carrying a large metal case. A human. His voice was calm. Hi, I'm Ethan. Are you Myra and Lyra?" Myra pulled Lyra behind her. "Why, yes, what do you want?" He looked shocked at the sight of the expired rations. You're eating that?" he asked quietly. Myra's head lowered. "They give us nothing else." Ethan set his case down. His voice turned low, angry, but not at them. "At headquarters," he said. "They told me food supplies here were normal, balanced, fresh." Mira gave a bitter smile. "They lied." Lyra whispered, "Mama, who is he?" Mira shook her head. "I don't know. But he's human. And humans don't stay long." Ethan kneeled near them, careful, gentle, not invading, not intimidating. "I'm the new supply inspector," he said. "And I think someone's been stealing your food." Mira gasped softly. "Stealing? Our food?" Ethan nodded. "Not just yours. Many families here. But when I saw your names on the list, I came straight here." He opened the metal case. And Mira's heart stopped. Inside were fresh fruit, warm carb loaves, protein bundles, clean water, safe nutrient pads for CHLD, food she hadn't seen in months. Maybe years. Lyra's eyes sparkled. "Mama, is it real?" Ethan smiled softly. "Very real." Mira covered her mouth with shaking hands. Why would a human bring us this?" she whispered. Ethan handed Lyra a small fruit slice. "Because no mother and daughter should be forced to eat rot." Lyra took the fruit carefully, sniffed it. Her eyes widened. "It smells sweet," she said in awe. She took a tiny bite, and her whole body shook. "Mama, it's good. It's so good." Mira felt tears fall, real tears. Tears she had tried to hold back for months. Ethan watched silently, then spoke softly. "I'm sorry you suffered this long. I didn't know." Mira shook her head. "No one ever knows. And even if they know, they don't care." Ethan's expression hardened. "Oh, I care," he said. "A lot more than your station commander will like." The hook deepens first 3 to 4 minutes. Ethan stood and walked toward the door. "I'm going to find out which supervisor starved you," he said firmly. "And they will answer for it." Mira panicked. "No. If they know you helped us, they will take revenge on you. And on us." Ethan turned back slowly. "Mira, Do you think I'm afraid of them? You should be. They control everything. Not anymore, Ethan said quietly, voice cold as steel. Myra stared. This human was different. Not like the guards. Not like the greedy overseers. He had fire in his eyes. Courage. And something else. Compassion. Lyra tugged his sleeve gently. Are you our friend? She asked. Ethan crouched down again. I am now. A small smile touched Lyra's lips. No one was our friend before. Ethan touched her head gently. Then I'll be your first. The truth about the corpo idol. Later, that night, Ethan stormed into the supply office. The supervisor, a thick, gray-skinned alien named Dravik, looked annoyed. What do you want, human? Dravik growled. Ethan threw a holopad on the table. I want answers. Dravik raised an eyebrow. About what? These food reports, Ethan snapped. They're fake, Dravik smirked. And families are starving because of you. Dravik leaned back lazily. They're Varelli. Who cares? Ethan's fists clenched. The council cares. Dravik laughed. The council doesn't even know this place exists. They will, Ethan said darkly. Tonight. Dravik's expression changed. You wouldn't dare. I already sent the report. Dravik stood abruptly. Human, you're making a dangerous mistake. Ethan stepped closer, fearless. No. The only mistake was thinking you could starve children and get away with it. Dravik's heavy voice dropped to a growl. This is war, human. You chose their side. Ethan smiled coldly. I chose the side of basic decency. The revenge of the supervisor. Reinley and Lyra had just finished their first real meal in weeks when heavy footsteps echoed outside their door. Mira froze. Lyra clung to her. Ethan returned. But this time urgent. We need to go, he said quickly. The supervisor is furious. He knows I exposed him. Mira's eyes widened. He'll punish you. And us too. Ethan shook his head. Not if we leave now. But where can we go? Mira asked. Ethan opened a hidden panel behind the supply room, an emergency route used by engineers. Down this tunnel. It leads to my shuttle. Mira hesitated. Why help us? This much? Ethan looked at her with steady eyes. Because you deserve a life. Not survival. Lyra tugged his sleeve again. Can we really leave this place? Ethan smiled softly. Yes, little one. You're coming with me. Escape through the tunnel. The tunnel was narrow, dark and damp. The ground vibrated as alarms started blaring above. They know. Mira whispered. They know we're leaving. Ethan hurried them forward. Don't stop. My shuttle is powered. Once we lift, they can't track us. Lyra stumbled. Ethan caught her gently. You're okay, he whispered. She looked up at him with glowing blue eyes. Thank you. Human, call me Ethan. Mira overheard. Ethan. She whispered softly. He turned. Don't worry. You're safe with me. Mira swallowed, emotions choking her. No one had ever said that to her before. No one. The shuttle lifts off. They reached the shuttle. Energy bolts fired from behind. The guards had caught up. But Ethan pushed the two inside, sealed the hatch and shouted, Hold tight. The engines roared, blue flames lighting the sky. The shuttle lifted faster, higher, stronger, until the colony shrank into a tiny flicker behind them. Lyra pressed her face to the window. Mama! We left, we really left. Mira held her daughter tight, tears streaming down her cheeks. Yes. My little star. We're free. Ethan sat in the cockpit, breathing hard. We'll go to Haven Station, he said. They protect refugees there. And you'll get real food. Real medicine. Real home. Mira stepped beside him. Ethan. Why did you do this? You risked everything. He looked at her quietly. Because no mother should watch her child starve, he said softly. And no little girl should have to eat expired scraps to survive. Mira covered her trembling mouth. Lyra hugged his arm. Ethan, are you our family now? He paused, then smiled warmly. If you'll have me. Lyra nodded wildly. Mira's eyes filled again. You changed everything, she whispered. For both of us. Ethan looked at them, two fragile beings he saved by accident, but cared for now with all his heart. You changed me too, he said. And for the first time in years. Mira and her daughter felt safe. Really safe. The stars glowed outside the window, and their new life began.